go around here through me to get to my father law, but he and I are one the same. Now you see what must be done before you can be a universal architect.
Universal justice. Balance scale, divine righteous judgment. Not be the black man time. Fuck if you trust this, you gonna feel the positive vibe. Oh, we gon' bust quick. How do you filthy as lies? Young black people need to learn who you are and understand why you're light skin, brown and dark. And always know where the sun get the heat to stay hot. Stand firm in your square and you never will stop. Rock out with your cock out and never drop out. You be the masters of subconscious ultra builder, no doubt. You build a planet real fast, ultra smooth with no sound. You build a planet real fast, ultra smooth with no sound.
Sun's in sight, katana swore me my call. I fast to meditate upon and it's like we're all. Assimilate your fate along the brigade.
You cannot go around here through me to get to my father law, but he and I are one the same. Now you see what must be done before you can be a universal architect.
Universal justice. Balance scale, divine righteous judgment. Not be the black man time. Fuck if you trust this, you gonna feel the positive vibe. Oh, we gon' bust quick. How do you filthy as lies? Young black people need to learn who you are and understand why you're light skin, brown and dark. And always know where the sun get the heat to stay hot.
Sound like the beginning of My Three Wives.
Let's go. Peace. Peace to all the gods and the earths, man. It's your brother, Minister Freedom Allah, man. The IC Allah in the building. Y'all know how we do, man. We back up in here for the God and Earth Hour podcast, man. It's another episode, another week. I hope that everybody is in good health, man, and in good sound mind and energy with us, man, today, man. Y'all know how we do. If this your first time here, man, like I said, my name is Minister Freedom Allah. We broadcasting live from the great city of D Mecca, man, for another episode of our great podcast. We come to you, man, bringing and presenting and adding on into the teachings and the mindset and the culture of Allah and his 5%ers, man. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you here interested in studying our teachings or studying our culture, you came to the right place, because we're going to break it down. If you may be a God or an earth and you just, interested for a recharge and love to come hang out and add on with us, man, peace to y'all. I see anything you want to say coming on up to the stage?
Just want to say peace to everybody. Welcome back. Get ready for a nice show. We got laid out for you guys. We got some nice guests. You know what I'm saying? Some information that you haven't heard before. And, you get ready to get it hot off the press,
Word. Peace, God. And we do got a guest up in here today, man. Peace, God. Peace, Wise Prince. I'm going to let you come on up and introduce yourself, God.
Peace to the gods, peace to the earths, and peace to all the civilized people around the universe. Man, it's your man, Wise Prince Allah from Morocco, which is Seattle, Washington. Peace.
Peace, God.
Peace to the God.
Peace to the God. Yeah, God, it's definitely a pleasure to have you rocking and rolling with us today, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, the pleasure's all mine, man.
Yeah, God. And I wanted to connect with you. I've been seeing you, making a lot of content and putting a lot of good, positive information out there. You've been building on the teachings, God, and I think that's super dope. And I think it's important for us as gods and as earths, man, to be able to build what I don't want to say just our counterparts, but our brothers and sisters, man. You know what I mean? We in this space and in the place to make content and to put out information about the culture. So I think it's important for us to not only to work together, but to add on, God. You know what I'm saying? So just to introduce you on the platform, God, you want to just open us up, man. How you brief introduction of yourself, where you from. Your history, God, how you see today's mathematics, however you want to introduce yourself, man.
Indeed. So peace. My history as far as getting the knowledge, or how
however you want to
go. However you want to make the introduction,
All right, that's peace. Yeah, so again, like I said, Wise Prince Allah, grew up in Seattle. I got the knowledge from Supreme Understanding and Saladin Allah. They was doing their book tour, right? This is the year 2011, right? So they was doing their book tour, and Supreme was he was promoting How to Hustle and Win, the first one, right? So it's a little bit after it dropped, but they was going across the country. So I didn't have any information on the 5%, none of that. So the homegirl was like, "You want to go to a seminar, right?" So I was like, "All right, let's go." So I was there. There was enough seats for like 200 people, but like 15 people came, right? So, I'm real close to the front. So Saladin goes up there, he's doing his thing. I'm like, that's peace, right? And then Supreme go up there and he's dropping science from How to Hustle and Win. And I'm an avid reader, right? So I was like, man, I got to get this book. So after the seminar, I got the book, got him to sign it, read the book. I was like, man, I need more. So, 2011 is turning years. And then finally, I got the book, Knowledge of Self, the anthology of the gods and the earths, right? So it's different pieces of gods and earths, writing inserts and stuff like that, right? So I found someone because I was looking. I didn't know anybody in Seattle that had the knowledge, right? So I found who would be my educator. His name is Y King. So I found him in that book. And then I did my Google search, right? Just to see if he was a stand up dude. So
Where's
I did
White
my
King?
Google search on Y King,
Where's White
saw
King
he was
from?
a real stand up dude, and I hit him up on Facebook,
Peace, God. Where's
telling
White
him,
King from?
I know I'm the God. I just need to know how to
He
be
came.
God, right? It's very common. So then he's like, peace, we can build. So that was 2014,
Peace, God.
right?
Peace,
So
God.
me,
Where's White King from?
he's from Seattle.
Okay.
Yeah, he's from Seattle, and he lived in now Y in the late 90s for a minute, because he went to college out there.
Okay.
So he's from Morocco,
Okay.
right? And
I'm
he's one
familiar
of
with
the,
the name.
what was that, G?
And I was just saying I'm familiar with the name. I've heard of the God. White
Indeed,
King.
indeed.
Yes.
Yeah, indeed. So he's one of the firstborn out here in Morocco. Um, so yeah, linked up with him. It was 2014, and we've been rocking ever since. So yeah,
Yes.
that's
Peace.
that's a little bit of my history. Um, you know, yeah, yeah.
So,
And what was the other questions? You said my history, how
well,
I see
I
today's
see. I
math.
see. I
What else?
see.
well, well, I,
You got a question for
I
me,
have
God?
I have a question in regards to
Mhm.
you know, you if in regards to you being a content creator.
Indeed.
How did that come about?
um, so first and foremost, I'm a writer, right?
Hmm.
So content for me is easy, or it's in my blood because I write. First I
Right.
was writing poetry, and I got introduced to that because I was in the street, and then I had to take a class. It was a poetry class, so then I was like, oh shit, this is dope. So I was a teenager, and so I got in tune with poetry, and eventually it morphed into writing books, right?
Hmm.
So this is a lot of content, right? But it's not necessarily uh, the content, the media content we're doing now. So now I was like, you know what? I want to do some. I want to make some content, some videos to share. How I see things. You get what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
There's some things I see that isn't really getting addressed, or at least I didn't see it getting addressed.
Hmm.
And I just wanted to give people my seat.
And things like what, God? What would you say?
So one thing, I made a video on the brother and sisterhood of the 5%, right?
Word,
Because
peace,
I
God.
don't think people really don't see it, right? Because they just see, like, they go on YouTube, they hit up videos, and they see us yelling at each other, right? Um, but
So
one
yeah.
thing that isn't like really represented is that the brotherhood and
My
sisterhood in this.
headphone.
You know what I'm saying? This is a family science, right? But
Word.
within that family, it's a brother and sisterhood. You
Hmm.
know, my big brothers out here, and brothers across the nation, like, I love those brothers. Some of them actually saved my life. This knowledge saved my life. So you see, and it's not just about quoting degrees. It's not just about how you see math. It's walking through life, G, giving advice, stuff like that. So that's something that I wanted to put out, and that's some of my latest videos. But it's just um, some I want to address that there's some real love in this culture. You see what I'm saying?
Word. Word. Peace, God.
Sometimes people don't see that because they're only trying to see the negativity.
True
There's
indeed,
real
God.
love in this culture.
True indeed, God. I can see that, and I agree with you 100%. And I think that's why it's important that, as gods that see these things and that see these needs and these places that we can play roles in today's society. As where we are as a nation, and make sure that we, like you said, pushing our narrative and making sure that people got a right and exact perspective. That's really what brought us here to the 5% Connection, man. You know what I mean? Because you got so many people pushing misinformation. You got so many people misrepresenting. So many people that's job pretending and faking along the way, man, looking to put out what's not us, as opposed to us who are the actual gods and earths, man, who studying, who active among our nation and active among our ciphers, coming in these places and making ourselves known, man. So I definitely applaud you on that, God. I think it's peace and it's dope, man, and I want to make sure that I give you all the resources and all the add-on I have, and we got here at what we doing on 5% Connection, man, to really add on with you, God, because we really about the gods, the gods and the earth. So with that, God, I do want to hop into the subject, and unless you want to build on today's mathematics, God, before we go into that.
Um, Whichever one, G.
It's on
You
you, God.
know,
It's on you, God.
yeah, it's a cultural practice. You see, we okay, what's your name? How you see today's mathematics?
Word.
It's all good, G. So today's mathematics is wisdom, build or destroy, all being born in knowledge at a cipher, all being born in knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So wisdom is knowledge applied practically. You see what I'm saying? Build is to add on, destroy is to take away, and knowledge is to look, study, observe, and respect. You see what I'm saying? So in that cipher is a person, place, or thing in its entirety. You see what I'm saying? 360 degrees. So how I see today's mathematics, right, is using my knowledge that I obtained. You get what I'm saying? Building on, adding on to the cipher, and dealing inequality as I build on. You get what I'm saying? So that we can get the full scope of this cipher. You see what I'm saying? So that's how I see today's mathematics. Peace.
Peace, God.
Peace.
I can
Peace
see
to
that,
God.
God. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, just to add on with you, God, wisdom, build, destroy for me, God, that's a wise build. That's a wise practice. That's a wise process. And, these are supreme mathematics. For anybody who don't know, if this may be your first time ever hearing this, we talk about supreme mathematics, which are the mathematics that are used by the gods to interpret our relationship to the universe. You know what I mean? So for me, that's supreme wisdom. So the supreme wisdom is the teachings and the words and the actions that can wake the mentally dead. So when we manifest that wisdom and use it to add on to somebody else, man, that's what we here to do. It's a wise process. It's a wise build. We want to destroy the negativity and add on what's positive, man. So that's how I add on to that. I see anything you want to add on to that, God?
Peace, God, no doubt. Wisdom, build or destroy. I see wisdom is your actions, and build or destroy is your actions being positive or negative. So you're going to be right or you're going to be wrong in what it is you're doing. And this is how we can knowledge your cipher. This is how we can do the knowledge to you through your ways and your actions, and seeing how are you interacting with individuals around you. You know what I'm saying? With different ciphers around you. Because there's two ciphers, either positive or negative. That's build or destroy. And your ways and actions is going to manifest that, regardless to whom or what. You can't even hide it. You know what I'm saying? You can strive to, but wisdom is going to be made known. You know what I'm saying? And so with that, this is wisdom build. Wisdom build or destroy. You know what I'm saying? Your actions coming into fruition so individuals can see whether you're living righteously or unrighteously. With that, I say peace.
Peace, God. Peace, God. So I like that. So with that, man, we want to hop right into the topic, man. I want to throw this question out to the gods, and I'm going to add on to it, too. How do we study life in 120 degrees, man? And for anybody who don't know, that 120 degrees or the 120 lessons, as we're taught, is something that we teach in our culture, that we say is the science of everything in life. It's a set of 120 questions, answers, and statements that's given from God to student, from brother to brother, from sister to sister, from father to son, from mother to children, right? And it's something that's taught in our culture. So for me, it's like as gods, we not here. We not word quoting parakeets. This is not something that you learn and you memorize and you just know it. You just know it and like, all right, that's it. You got it. That's what it is. It's like, how do we use it? So to order to use it, we began to study life in the lessons to be able to see the science of what we deal with on an everyday time and everyday platform in the teachings, in the lessons, and then how that applies to life. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, I want to open the floor up, open the platform up. Wise Prince, you are our honored guest in here tonight, man. I want to get your seat and see how do you study life in the 120 lessons, God. You don't want to come on up.
Doing par himself. What do you want? All right, get a pen. Hurry up. That's a pencil. Get a pen. The blue one. The blue one. Hurry up. The blue one. Yeah. All right. Close my door. Par himself. That was a young guy. So how I see it, right, is that I go through each degree, right, and see if I'm in there. You know what I'm saying? And if it applies to me, right? So, like our first degree, do y'all quote degrees on here, or
Absolutely,
is
God. I mean, we
okay?
we quote them, we build them, we building, God. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
okay.
Yeah, you good.
Some people, don't like to on their platform don't like to quote the degrees or because you got to be amongst us to all that stuff, right?
But yeah, I
So,
mean, and just to add on to that, God. I mean, just to
mhm.
that point. In my opinion, what I would say is, God, we not here to conceal it. You
Oh
understand what I'm
yeah.
saying? So I feel
Well,
like,
no, I meant like talking above the people's
yeah,
head. You
no,
know
no,
what I'm
no.
saying?
Well, no, I'm
That
with you.
that's
I'm with you, God. I know exactly where you're going, and I would
mm,
just say that to say that I think that it's these conversations and being able to use our lessons to talk in their head, or whether it's in their head or above their head, in my opinion, is based off of the individual that's building. You know what
that's
I'm
it.
saying? However, I will say it's wise of us to use our teachings as if we in everyday conversation. Like this is how we build anyway, especially when we building to the perspective of the uncivilized people or the people who don't know God. Like these the lessons are what makes and what gives and what's manifest the attracting powers of us being able to answer the questions or lead them in the right direction, God. So, man, no, feel free, God, please. Use
That's
your
it.
lessons and use what you have to show forth and prove what we talking about, God. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, by all means.
So, like I was saying, I go through each degree and see if I'm in there, right, or if it applies to me. So, for example, like the first degree, right? Who is the original man? Answer: the original man is the Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet Earth, father, civilization, God of the universe, right? So if I see myself in there, right, then I'm like, okay, that applies to me, right? So, and the second degree, who's the color man? Answer: the color man is the Caucasian white man. Yakub scrap the devils of the planet Earth, right? So peace. Um, I also need to see if that applies to me too. For example, right? Am I the color man, right? And then knowing the history of our people being called colored people, and the people nowadays still calling us or calling ourselves people of color, right? So, am I the color man? Now, cipher, right? So then, am I Yakub, right? Because in the I don't want to skip ahead, right? Right, but we know later on that Yakub is an original man, right? So in the knowledge degree, it talks about who's the original man. So in the wisdom degree, one of the original man is who did this to the people, right? The color man, right? So I need to know if one, I have the characteristics of Yakub. No, I don't. You get what I'm saying? And then each degree goes like that. How do I see myself in each degree? Am I this person? No. So what can I learn from that, right? And I've seen many people that have the characteristics of a Yakub, many people that have the characteristics of a colored person, right? or a grafted person. You get what I'm saying? So, or even the made devil. You get what I'm saying? So I go through each degree and see how does it apply to me. And that kind of goes with that quote, take the best part and leave the rest. You know what I'm saying? So I go through it and then, first see if I'm in there. You know what I'm saying? Or if this applies to me. And then I can be like, okay, well, it doesn't. So then I go through like a inventory and see the people around me. What are their characteristics? You know what I'm saying? So there's characters in 120 that I see every single day. So I don't see 120 as something that's outdated because I can see these people in everyday life. So that's how I do it. I each degree, do I see myself in it? Who am I in the degree? And how does it apply to my life in this current time? So that's how I do it, G. Peace.
Peace, God. Peace to
Peace to the
God. I
God.
like that. I like how you broke that down. I
Yeah, no
see.
doubt, no
Come
doubt.
on up. I know you ready. See you grabbing the mic.
Well, you know, I was really enjoying the bill,
Yeah,
that
no,
the
I
brother
like the
was
God
giving.
was coming with
You know, I want to get off into your mind a little bit more, in regards to, what I'm saying, you're seeing some of them lessons, because while you was building, I was adding on in my head, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying. However, um, dealing with studying, you know, when I seek to study something, I'm striving to gain an understanding. That's the
Indeed.
purpose of study, to gain an understanding of what it is that of the knowledge that you're breaking down, and so that you can draw up.
Indeed.
And dealing with 120 degrees, it was through 120 degrees that I was able to take and use as a blueprint for life.
Mm.
You understand? I was
Yeah.
able to take that and be able to see certain situations,
Mm-hmm.
and the God mentioned something earlier in regards to how to make it walk and talk, how you
Indeed.
actually can see it in your everyday life.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, dealing with the build a story degree, and
Mm-hmm.
dealing with social equality,
Mm-hmm.
and seeing how when you got certain individuals you may be dealing with, and it's just an example. You got certain
Yeah.
individuals that you may be dealing with, and you may see they may be off to some kind of a devilishment, what I'm saying, or something unrighteous, and they may be striving to keep you apart from that.
Mm.
So then you see that, and you may see something later on that manifests, what I'm saying, itself to you, so you can see like, oh, so that's why this happened like that. You know, that was the devil keeping you away from that social equality. You
Indeed.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that's just a small example. But however, the more you're in tune with your 120 degrees, then you're able to see it and you're able to make it walk and talk.
Yeah.
And this is how we study it. Because the more you study it, the more you're able to make it relate. 'Cause that's the purpose of it. You're
Yeah.
supposed to take it and make it relate. And when you can make it relate, then you're making it walk and talk. Because you can take it and you're using it as you're using the lessons as degrees. Because the way I got it, it was 120 lessons. You got
Mm.
120 lessons, and after you learned them lessons, as you walked and talked and you built on them, they became degrees.
Mm. Okay. Let's see. Let's
You know,
see.
so
True indeed.
that's how I was taught to study the lessons and study,
Mm-hmm.
life in 120 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
To build on that, like I don't know if y'all seen my interview with Imp. I know the God Dr. Bahu was brought that up.
I seen it. I seen
One
it.
of the things I did say was that I lived out a portion of the 1 to 36. You see what I'm saying? From the wisdom build or destroy to the understanding equality. So um did you want me to go through that or just just right quick
Well,
on how.
I wanted to, it was something I wanted to say to God, just in terms of
Okay,
just
go
adding
ahead.
on
My
to that.
fault. Pardon
You know,
self.
I
G.
think
Go ahead.
the point of it, and one of the best points of it, anybody who's out there listening, you may have heard this, you may have not. We call it the science of living mathematics, God.
Hmm.
Of those things that can live. How does the mathematics live? How do we make it exist? You know what I mean? One example I always thought of, even in, when people talk about the Yakub and what he did. For me, that always represent the person that's looking to divide and make devil. That's looking to separate. So I look in the lessons to see, okay, where, like God said, where does this relate? Where does it add on? Where does it come home? Where does it come home for me? You know what I mean? And then how do we make it walk out in the street? You know what I mean? To where we of course we know you got the things that are implied. For one of the best ones is who is the original man. So everything I try to step into, I want to be the origin of it. Then when I become the origin of it, I want to make it. I want to make it exist. I want to make it exist. Then I want to get ownership of it. Hey, let me get the deed. I said that I wanted a house. I got the house. Hey, we need to be we the owner. You know what I mean? Then, like you said, I see what you was about to say, God.
No, I was just thinking how, I strive to take the knowledge degree, because I remember the knowledge degree in 1 through 40. And I remember Allah B was building on it, and he had said that the father said that was one of the most important degrees in 120, because it said that the Nation of Islam is all wise and does everything right and exact. So with that, I strive to make sure I take my time every day to strive to be precise and exact with as much as I can do consciously every day. You know what I'm saying? I wake up with that goal in mind to strive to be right and exact in what I do. You know what I'm saying? And when I'm not, I strive to make sure that I acknowledge it when it's brought to my attention. So that's just, another way that we strive to make 120 walk and talk.
Indeed, that's weird.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I know you had an add on too, God. We ready for you. Come on, Wise. You got the stage.
About the me living it out, or
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make it quicker. The story's kind of long. Anyways, so basically I was a chef, right? And I left that career, and I was in between jobs. So then, have y'all heard of Kirby the vacuum?
Yeah.
Yep.
So I saw an ad. They was like, okay, you can make this amount of money, about $500 to $700 a week, right? Which was more than I was making at my old job, right? So I was like, all right, I'm making more money. I'm gonna go there, right? So there was a trainer from California that was there that trained us how to do everything, right?
This was it. Now that means you were selling vacuum cleaners.
Yeah, my old
Indeed.
dad did that.
So I was
Okay.
presenting it
Right.
right at the homes, and I was going to sell it, right? I was never a door-to-door salesman. I was a chef, right?
Okay.
So this is something in between. I was like, okay, I'm getting out of this field, so let me dabble, right? Because like I said, it promised to have more money than my old job, right? So the trainer, the trainer trained us, and I was like, hold on, we making all this money, right? And we're like contractors or whatever. How are we going to do taxes? How are we going to how does, I was asking them questions. They was like, no, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I was like, okay. So I just got the knowledge. I haven't even had it a year yet, right? So I was still working on capping 120. So I was at the Wisdom Build or Destroy degree in the 140 at that time. So one of the things that they told us is that smart people don't make it here. You almost have to be dumb to believe you can do this.
This year's NBA player.
Peace,
Y'all
God.
hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Oh, okay. You know, I heard NBA playoffs. I was like,
No, no,
all
no,
right.
no, no. That was just something I got clicked on. You good? We hear you, God.
Indeed. So, okay, so it's like, all right, they training us, whatever. So the dude, he left, right? And there was no one to, to ask questions and speak, right? So, for those that know the one to 36, that's a promise of more money. The wisdom, build or destroy. Um, the trainer trading our trader coming and he left us and there was no one left to speak our language. And then, all right, so I'm working and they promised to be like, okay, you're going to get paid weekly just to present this, right? So eventually it became I wasn't getting paid until I sold something. So I was working for free, right? Until I sold something. Just like the original people thought they was going to come and make more money, they found out they was working for free.
Peace,
So they
God.
hit me with the okey doke, right? So I'm like, okay, all right. At this point, I need to make money. So I'm gonna stay here a little longer. The savings was running out. I had a newborn baby girl, so I was like, okay, well, I gotta stay a little longer, right? I gotta make some money. And at this point, right, uh, it says, why didn't their own people come and get them, right? So my people tried to, but I was too embarrassed to leave. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't put sweat equity in this, right, for weeks, and I'm not getting paid. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, I already know the one to 36, but at this point, it didn't hit me until after I left. So my people tried to come back and be like White King was like, bro, you sure you want to do this? Man, I heard bad things about them, all that stuff. And I was like, man, look, I got to do what I got to do, right? So then my people tried to, but I was too busy trying not to look like a fool. You know what I'm saying? Because they fooled me. So eventually I stayed a couple of weeks more, like sold two vacuums. And then at that point, I got another opportunity where I was actually getting paid. So then I left. You know what I'm saying? So, and then it took a little bit of time after to understand how I lived that out. The wisdom build or destroy to the understanding equality. So that's the short version of how that played out and how it came out um, in real life. And it wasn't something I heard; it's something I lived through. So that's something, yeah, true indeed.
No, that's peace, God. I can see that 100%, God. And I think, and I like your example because it's so real. It's like, man, I would promise you something and you be looking at it and it didn't happen. You be
Mm-hmm.
looking for something, waiting on somebody to bring you some gold, and you look up and ain't nobody speaking the language, God. So, nah, I can definitely see that, man. And, I think it's important, and that's why it's important to constantly be going through your lessons. And for anybody watching, you may be wondering, well, where do I get the lessons from? You come and you walk and talk with your brothers, man. I was taught the lessons are your blessing to keep you from guessing and stressing. So it's like it's a roadmap. It's a
Yep.
roadmap for to answer these questions and to give you some insight into the situations, into the world, and to the ways of civilization, and the answers to the questions for the dumb, deaf, and blind.
And it's not even so
Come
much
on.
the answers because you getting questions. You you don't even know what question to ask. You got to
Mm,
get the question, and then you get the answer.
I see that.
This is how you get knowledge yourself. If you knew what to ask, then you wouldn't need it. You would have asked yourself. You'd have researched and came to the understanding. But the reason why you need the knowledge yourself is because you don't even know what question to ask. This is
That's
why we get the
peace.
questions and the answers.
That's
You
peace.
know, Father said he wasn't giving out no problems. You know,
Mm-hmm.
those was the lessons, like the God said, to keep you from guessing.
Hmm.
Yeah, and that's the blessing.
Yeah, got any? I was gonna ask you. I see any examples that you could think of where the lessons where you was able to use the lessons just in everyday life, God, and add them on, or they were able to help you or use them in an instance. Any instance that come to mind that you could think of? I know you got a lot of them. I know we had the treasure
Uh,
just opened up.
the builder story degree, speaking on the sun and moon having attracting powers on our planet.
Word.
That's how I became the electrician. I'm an electrician today. You know, and when I got knowledge of self, I was told that you have to go and get a job, go get a trade, shit, take your ass to the service, do something, be productive, be a productive member in society.
What year was that, G? That you got knowledge?
Peace of God, I got knowledge in born build.
Okay.
Yep. And so I decided to go and get a trade. And I didn't know what trade I was struggling between, electrical construction and masonry and carpentry. And so it was really a toss-up between carpentry and electrical construction. So I went off into the electrical construction trade. Now at this time, mind you, I just got knowledge of self. So I'm studying, all types of sciences. I'm just getting into my lessons. I'm understanding the reality of God not being a mystery, and the science of the universe, and going into, the sun, the moon, and the stars, and the makeup of it, and all of that, right? So when we sat down in the first day of electrical construction class, the first thing the teacher said was, if you don't have an understanding of an atom, then you'll never understand the science of electricity. I'm like, oh shit. I done been studying the science of an atom and been fascinated with that and the creation of the sun. And I'm like, okay, come on with it. Let's go. That right there, at that moment, I knew that was the purpose, of it all. To guide you right to what it is that you were supposed to be doing. And I feel like that's what I'm supposed to be doing because I love my work. I love what I do. I wake up every day, looking forward to doing what I do. And I do it well. And I understand the science of it. You understand what I'm saying? And so that's how I make my lessons walk and talk. You understand what I'm saying? That's just one example. Because I always ask individuals, what has knowledge of self done for you? That's asking, how are you making 120 walk and talk? What has knowledge of self done for you? How can you say that it has made an impact in your life as a benefit? And if an individual can't say that, then, obviously they're not using it right.
Or even using it at all, man.
Exactly.
Word.
And they're not one of us.
And I'll say that that's the purpose of it. When you get it, because you don't know how to do that. And if you're not doing it, then, you just need to get on your square and start, manifesting your reality properly by taking everything through supreme mathematics, and drawing it up to your lessons.
Whew. Some flames right there, man.
Yeah.
I hope everybody out there, man. I hope you doing what my man said. I'm gonna play the clip for y'all. I'm studying 120 right now. So yeah, I hope I will that everybody that's tuning in, man, that you getting some dope jewels, man. Because the guys is that we definitely striving to give it up. Because ultimately, man, and I tell people, man, this what we do, this podcast, this content, what you see us put up on Instagram, what you see us put up on TikTok. This for those people, man, that is just like me. That just like you, how you was, Wise Prince. I got knowledge in a similar fashion. You know what I'm saying? I read How to Hustle and Win, got knowledge of self anthology. For me, I emailed damn near every god that was in the back of it till a couple guys emailed me back. You know what I'm saying? And that led me getting connected with my man Jihad out in Atlanta. So,
What year was that, G?
That was like cipher. I'm gonna say 2010,
Okay. Okay.
2011, like right up in there. Yeah, So with that guy, but my point in saying that is, I went on an extensive search and hunt of the internet.
Hmm.
Okay, I mean, look high and low. Just like it's a lot of people that's out there right now. It's people that's on this live, that's been looking all over the place, all over the internet. They was Googling. You searched on your Instagram bar. You searched on Facebook. You searched on YouTube for a lost 5%. And here you are. And you may have read about how they study the lessons in supreme mathematics. Or you may have heard it in Wu-Tang where they talk about they got to go home and study the lessons. Or I'm studying 120 right now. And then you may have these questions the way you wondering what it is and what do we do with it. We make it walk and talk. We bring it to life. What you about to say, I see?
No, I was
No,
just
you
checking.
seen something?
I was,
Oh,
I
see the
was
question.
checking out the chat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I got a
Go
question
ahead,
for you.
Yep.
So
God asked,
some,
can you turn the sound up?
I did. That was an O. Go ahead, God.
something I always ask everybody is, what's your favorite degree?
Oh, man. That's an easy one, man. I mean, for me, God, that's going to be my physical degree. You know what I
Okay.
mean? That's the degree I'm dealing with the most.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that's kind of my favorite right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Make devil what must one first do.
You know. However, for me, I ain't making devil. For us, it's how we show and prove. To show and prove God, what must one first do? You know. So,
Yeah.
and I mean, for that, man, it's study the truth, and be yourself, and be the original. Get back to the original.
Indeed.
You know what I mean? Study them, like we said, study them lessons. As well as overall, I won't necessarily say favorite, but a degree that was probably the most impactful for me, or that was very impactful in my study when I began to study the lessons, was the 11th degree in the 1 through 40, where you sit at home and wait for a mystery God to bring you food. Emphatically no. Me and my people who have been lost from home 379 years have tried this so-called mystery God for food, clothing, and a home, received nothing but hard times, hunger, nakedness, and also thrown out of doors, and also beaten and killed by the same ones who advocated that kind of God. And no relief came to us until the Son of Man came to our aid by the name of our prophet W.D. Farrar. So for me, God, that was. I remember the first time I read it was just like it was like a lightning flash.
Yeah.
Like, am I gonna sit at home and wait? It was like Supreme had to put a quote in his book, How to Hustle and Win, an old Chinese proverb I never forgot. Man who stands on hill with his mouth open, waiting for roast duck to fall in, will soon starve.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it always made me think about that Ice Cube record where he say, man, what you doing up here? He said, man, I'm waiting on Jesus. He said, well, you ain't gonna need this watch and these car keys, huh? He said, no, Jesus will give me another one. And you hear Ice Cube starting the car. I play that CD just to hear that track. Like, that's what he said. You still up here waiting, huh? And he said, you ain't gonna need this watch and these car keys, huh? No, Jesus gave me another one. So, that's just a degree that stick out with me, God. That's my favorite, God. What would you say? I see.
Yeah, that was nice. I would say, I got so many, not so much degrees, but certain, portions of the degrees that, I just, have drawn so much from, However, I would say that one that I would say that is memorable for me, most memorable would be the knowledge degree in the 1 through 40. Who made the Holy Quran, the Bible? We tell us why Islam renew its history every 25,000 years. Because, when I had went to the belly, I had studied a lot of science. I was an avid reader. I spent a lot of time reading and, studying a lot of different, sciences and subjects and whatnot. And when I went to prison, one subject that I learned that I had no knowledge of when I got there was the science of astronomy and astrology. You know, and once I learned the science of astronomy, you know, and the relationships of the planets or whatnot, it gave me a very intricate understanding of the knowledge degree in the 1 through 40, and dealing with the 25,000 year history. At that particular time, I really understood the mechanics of the 25,000 year history, you know, and the Asiatic calendar.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because that was one thing that was a question that led me into getting knowledge itself. And that question was, I was reading at this particular time, I was reading a lot of Nation of Islam literature, and I was reading the theology of time at this particular time. And in the theology of time, Elijah Muhammad, the message, he was speaking a lot about the Asiatic calendar. And when he spoke about the Asiatic calendar and the years and, you know, what had happened at this particular times or whatnot, he had said that he explained. Let me not jump the gun. He was speaking about the Asiatic calendar, so I had a question when I was thinking about it. You know, I'm a thinker, so when you say certain things, especially when you talk about numbers in certain ways, I just started thinking and asked myself certain questions. So I asked myself, I said, what are you using as a point of reference to determine what year we are in the Asiatic calendar? That was the question I had that led me into getting knowledge itself. So I went back to the bookstore that I got the book from. The bookstore was called The Lighthouse over on 7 Mile in Detroit. You know, the Muslims owned this bookstore. This is where I got the book from. So I went back up there because the Muslims would be up there. You know, they would be, you know, going through what they're going through, building or whatnot, you know, throughout the day. So I went in there and I asked the brothers the question. I asked them, I said, yo, you know, dealing with the Asiatic calendar, you know, what is Elijah using as a point of reference to determine what year it is? Brothers told me, and this is what turned me off from ever being an individual that was going to join the Nation of Islam. So like I said, at this particular time, I didn't have knowledge itself. Brother told me, he said, in order for you to get the answer to that question, you would have to be a registered member. You would have to be a registered Muslim. I was like, damn, is it like that? You know, I knew what a Mason was, you know what I'm saying, at that time. And I'm like, yo, this sound like that, you know? So that just turned me off, you know what I'm saying, right at that particular time. However, you know, later on, really, you know, that not being the case, that you have to have been a registered, you know, Muslim to get that information, the brother should have just been humble enough to say that he didn't know.
Right.
You know. However.
Because he really missed out on a cold-ass student.
You know, word.
Honestly. So, I could just imagine if this, because all I think, and I done heard you build on that before, this is an individual who not in the culture, don't have knowledge, but then read Elijah's books, and then read Message to the Black Man and read Theology Time, and got this high-level ass question. like, he done studied it so hard already, then read the book and like, yo, what is he using for a reference point? Where did he get these years from? Like, I just can imagine looking at a brother asking me this, and my question would be, brother, you in the Nation? You Bible's in it? And he say, no, I just read the book. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, he really missed out on a golden ass student. You know what I'm saying?
You know, and then, you know, later on, after further reading the book, this is where the information came to me. He answered the question in the book, you know, in regards to dealing with the poles. You know, dealing with the poles of the earth and the shifting of the poles, you know, every 12,500 years, you know, and being a complete shift every 25,000, you know, and then the science of it renewing itself after that, just repeating the same process. So the question was answered in the book eventually. You understand what I'm saying? However, that was saying all that to say that was, you know, that was one of the things that led me into getting knowledge itself. You know, that question. in regards to the knowledge degree in the 1 through 40, and that's why it was so profound to me when I learned the science, of astronomy and astrology, you know what I'm saying, and the movement of the heavenly bodies, you know what I'm saying, throughout,
And,
you know
and,
what I'm
and,
saying,
and
the
now,
atmosphere.
God, with that being said, because it's a question for you on YouTube, you said, and it's referring to what you just said the science of astrology. However, in another episode, you stated that astrology was not a science.
Well, astronomy, I emphasized that first because that's the science.
Right.
Astronomy is the science.
Peace, God.
Astrology is not a science. Astrology is you know, it's a it's an
It's a
ideology.
pseudoscience.
Yeah, yeah.
In my
If
opinion.
you want to say, even though I don't like
It's a
using the
pseudoscience.
word pseudoscience,
Right.
In regards to anything, I don't like using the word pseudoscience. However, because you the principles that astrology stands on, you can't deny them in regards to the sun, the moon, and the planets having attracting powers on our planet.
Would it be safe to say that it stands on the science of astronomy?
It has to.
Right. Well, no.
It has to. All I'm saying is to show and prove that another heavenly body has an effect on the planet. All you simply has to do is look at the relationship of the moon to the earth and how the moon draws water. Anytime you have a full moon, you have high tides, you have rapid currents. Anytime you have a new moon, you have low tides and calm currents. You understand what I'm saying? Because the moon is striving to pull the waters back that she lost in the separation of the two equalities. However, that's something we can go into later.
Word. Word. That's something we definitely can go into later. So, Wise Prince, got anything you want to add on to that? Just I know we kind of deviated a little bit. Come on, Isaac.
Yeah, no, just let me say something just to add on to that.
Go ahead.
Along with that relationship I just shown, you should have to keep in mind that your body is 75% water also.
Mm.
And if that body has an effect on the waters of the planet, you got to understand that it got an effect on you. You understand? I remember a long time ago, I was dealing with this particular planet, and she worked as a registered nurse in the hospital, and she was in the emergency room. And she always told me that during a full moon, the emergency rooms are always packed. You understand what I'm saying? So that's just the Jew to walk with. Peace.
Word. Peace, God. Wise Prince, got anything you want to add on, God? We want to see if you maybe had any more add-ons about just the science, just the topic, what we was going through in general.
Oh, I was going to go into my favorite degree. What's mine? That's cool.
That's cool, God.
All right. So, mine is the Culture Freedom degree in 1 to 14, and that one is because how I got the 120. It's the 1 to 10, 1 to 36, 1 to 14, 140. Actual facts, solar facts. So that's the first degree that was a challenge. You know what I'm saying? So I'm breezing through the 1 to 10, 1 to 36, the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding degree. And then I hit the culture, right? The culture degree, the fourth degree in the 1 to 14, right? And um, before getting the knowledge, right? If things got a little too hard, I would quit. You see, I wasn't really that disciplined unless it was uh, my writing or it was like cooking. Other stuff, I wasn't too disciplined. So that degree right there was the real test of am I for real about this? You see what I'm saying? So that degree test me because for me that was the first large degree. You know what I'm saying? So that degree was always special because what it meant to me and me getting this knowledge, like, okay, this is your first major challenge. And I know, again, the Supreme Math Alphabet, having all that cap and going on the 3-day water fast before all that, right? So the 3-day water fast, the 72-hour water fast, wasn't a challenge like that. You see, but the fourth degree and the 1 to 14 was the real challenge. And then after I capped it, I knew I was serious about this, right? So I had to prove to myself that I was serious and disciplined enough to keep going. You see what I'm saying? So that degree means a lot to me because it showed my power within myself that I'm for real about this. So that's the first challenge, the first major challenge I had in 120. So
Peace,
that's why
God.
I love that degree.
Peace, God.
Peace to the
I like
God.
that. I like that, God. So, I see any last minute add-ons before I go to the music?
Oh no, I was just looking for, a response, to that question or whatever, or whether to the answer to that question. Or
Well, I
whatever.
think you closed it. I think you closed it up pretty nicely. I mean, honestly, God, even that's what I was gonna say. I think really it may have just been a misunderstanding and a misconception of the point that you was making.
Well, no, I mean,
which was that-
however, the guy wasn't wrong in saying that I said that, I referred to astrology as a science.
Yeah,
Oh,
I wasn't.
And however, he's right in stating that I did say that astrology is not a science because I don't see it as a science because you can't show and prove it.
True indeed.
I could use examples like I did, you know what I'm saying, to try to make a point, but that doesn't show and prove it.
No doubt. I can definitely see that. I can definitely see that, guy. So with that, man, what I wanna do is hop into the music portion of our show. Y'all know not only do we like to, give up this dope content, build on the teachings, go through our science of everything in life, go through our powerful topic, man. Of course, our dope guests, man. We also like to highlight gods and earths, man, that's making dope music, man, in our nation, man. We highlight products from time to time. And this to anybody out there, if you watching the stream, if you're a god or you're earth, you making music, man, and you want us to highlight and play your track, man, and show you some love and show you some support on our platform, just shoot it to us in the email, shoot it to our inbox. You could DM us on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, whatever. If you got a product or a service that you're looking to promote, man, send us a DM, man, so we can help you get it out there and help one another, man. We a nation, we a people, we a culture. So it's about adding on with one another, man. So tonight, man, we got a couple tracks from the God Real. We got a couple tracks from God Real up in the building. Let me get these up here.
Real.
Yeah, God Real. I ain't talked to the young God in a minute, man.
Right, I was say, what I'm saying, I've been looking for some music from God.
Yeah.
Coming,
TK sent me this. The God TK sent this over.
Peace to the God. Shout out to the God, TK.
Shout out to the God TK.
Peace, God.
True indeed.
God making things happen.
Yep, and the law team.
The law unit.
The law unit. Peace, God. That's what you said.
The law unit.
The law unit. Pardon myself. Peace to the gods.
Making moves, making things happen.
Word. So this is a track, man, coming out the law unit, man. The God Real, Supreme Mathematics. You know what I mean? Y'all let us know what y'all think about it. We got 2 tracks from God Real in the law unit tonight. So y'all let us know how y'all feeling God Real. Peace, Trueborn Maya Law. Peace to the God, man. We got peace to the gods in the chat, man, on Instagram. So y'all let us know what y'all think about God Real's track, Supreme Mathematics, man. Y'all let us know what y'all think in the comments. Peace.
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 Peace to the God.
Peace, God.
How you see today's mathematics?
Today's supreme mathematics is the wise words and the wise actions. You know what I'm saying? So ways and our actions. Equality is to deal with all things equal. So how I see that is just being wise with your equality.
How you see today's supreme mathematics, God?
Yo, I'm applying equality to all sides of life, man. I'm treating everyone on an equal level as I speak and as I talk, and I'm building forth the truth, bringing forth the truth, showing everyone what God is. Just plain and simple.
Or shit, like, with us, God, we deal with supreme equality, So that's the one for your brother, that's the one for yourself. Just be wise with kind of equality you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see today's man. Peace.
Peace. Peace. Peace.
Supreme Mathematics. Mathematics.
I thought that was the track. That was like the intro.
If you only list your vacation home on Airbnb, you might attract someone looking for a quaint little studio. But if you...
No, I'm trying to bring the next one up. I thought that was the track. That was the intro. I like that too. I mean, it was kind of caught me. I got it though. There we go. Well, that was the intro, guys. Y'all part myself. I thought that was the track. Let me rock this one. Oops. My bad.
Yeah. It's going to be even, nigga.
I'm asking who Young Luke be.
Thank you, GC.
Yeah. Rap yeah. Yeah, y'all niggas rap captain.
4 nights in a row, I went restless. Cause we been up working every day, it's getting hectic. Always sharpen my sword, I use my tongue as a weapon. Wanna build with the guys, can point you to the right direction. Yeah, I'm him in the flesh.
What the fuck was
Oh
happening?
my God. Yeah. It's going to be even, nigga.
We was having some audio issues, y'all.
Yeah.
Woo. We back in straight now.
Niggas rap captain. Yeah. Yeah, y'all niggas rap capping. Me and baby cuz, nigga, we was fucking trapping. Yeah, running up to run it up. I don't really need no stoppers in Somalia. We gon' turn your sneaks to red bottoms. Oh my God, shit. With the chop, I been wildin' with the chop. Out of stylin', they say, pass the ball, little nigga. I be foulin'. Yeah.
What you gotta know, really? Welcome to the real world. It's a like 20,000 sitting through the money counter. I be wearing Casablanca, bitches can't get money out me. Yeah, I said what I said, I don't want to hear nothing about it. Yeah, I'm in a Jeep body, smoking weed with Jeep body,
This some facts and fear shit, threw the money out. Niggas ain't getting banned, so fuck you talking about.
Niggas sounding like the feds, what they talking about? I be shooting down the way, busting turnarounds.
Yeah, y'all niggas rap capping. Me and baby cuz, nigga, we was fucking trapping. Yeah, running up to run it up. I don't really need no stoppers in Somalia. We gon' turn your sneaks to red bottoms. Yeah, y'all niggas rap capping. Me and baby cuz, nigga, we was fucking trapping. Yeah, running up to run it up. I don't really need no stoppers in Somalia. We gon' turn your sneaks to red bottoms.
All right, that's one from the God Real and the Allah Unit. We're gonna play one more from the Gods. I think we played an intro.
Who Young Luke be.
Thank you, GC.
So this is the second track from God Real, TKLR, Restless. God's getting money.
4 nights in a row, I went restless. Cause we been up working every day, it's getting hectic. Always sharp. My sword, I use my tongue as a weapon. Wanna build with the guys, can point you to the right direction. Yeah, I'm him in the flesh, palm angels on my chest. I'm the maker and the owner, I can't take no disrespect. It's chrome heart on my sleeve and I got Louis on my belt. Just touched down in D-Mecca, now we sliding in the vet. Wake up and do my math, then I start thinking about the check. Split it equal with the gods, you know my brothers get the best. I could never show my hand, won't see my cards till they dealt. Trying to run this money up, I'm talking numbers through a text. I can lead you to the knowledge, gotta want it for yourself. Wanna be a part of this, you gotta go through all the steps. If you tryna bump into me, you can catch me in the jacks. Out here building with my brothers, trying to figure out what's next. On Rodeo shopping, got the wrong sizes, gotta do the knowledge. Trying to get my boys to understand that we need every dollar. Phone slapping, losing service while we driving through the mountains. Smoking out the Queen Power, label me as God body. I'm a player that can coach the team, I feel like I'm Chauncey. Aston Martin in Miami, she think it's a Maserati. Louis shades on in the club, they got my vision cloudy. Baby, I'm the main topic, keep them double R's by. 4 nights in a row, I went restless. Cause we been up working every day, it's getting hectic. Always sharpen my sword, I use my tongue as a weapon. Wanna build with the guys, can point you to the right direction. Yeah, I'm him in the flesh, palm angels on my chest. I'm the maker and the owner, I can't take no disrespect. It's chrome heart on my sleeve and I got Louis on my belt. Just touched down in D-Mecca, now we sliding in the vet.
What you think about that one, I see?
Shit, I mean, like, you really want to know?
I liked it. That last one, that was some heat right there.
I'm just saying, like, you really want to know?
Yeah.
Let me get a repeat. Let me get a repeat just so I can, check it out, make sure. You know what I'm saying?
God say you really want to know, play it again.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I do the fam when some food is good. They be like, yo, how did it taste? I said, you know what? I think I need another bite. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you,
I need
I like
another
that
bite
one.
just to make sure that it's good. You know, I can tell you on the next one.
No, that's right, God.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was fire. The God ripped that. The God tore that one up.
No
Peace
doubt.
to the God. We was having some little audio issues on the first one, but the God tore that one to pieces.
Yeah.
Peace to the God.
I like the first one. I like the first one.
Yeah, I like the first one
You
too.
know what I'm saying? That one right there, that one caught me.
Yeah, that one
right
caught
there
me.
caught
That
me.
one definitely caught me.
You know.
So the God said, run it back, man. We're going to play that one more time. This
No
Restless.
doubt, no doubt.
The God's getting it
I
in, man. It's
appreciate
the
that
law
one.
unit. Peace to the gods.
I'm asking who Young Luke be.
Thank you, GC.
Yeah. 4 nights in a row I went restless, cause we been up working every day, it's getting hectic. Always sharpen my sword, I use my tongue as a weapon. Wanna build what the gods can point you to the right direction. Yeah, I'm him in the flesh, palm angels on my chest. I'm the maker and the owner, I can't take no disrespect. It's chrome heart on my sleeve and I got Louis on my belt. Just touched down in D-Mecca, now we sliding in the vet. Wake up and do my math, then I start thinking about the check. Split it equal with the gods, you know my brothers get the best. I could never show my hand, won't see my cards till they dealt. Trying to run this money up, I'm talking numbers through a text. I can lead you to the knowledge, gotta want it for yourself. Wanna be a part of this, you gotta go through all the steps. If you tryna bump into me, you can catch me in the jacks. Out here building with my brothers, trying to figure out what's next. On Rodeo shopping, got the wrong sizes, gotta do the knowledge. Trying to get my boys to understand that we need every dollar. Phone slapping, losing service while we driving through the mountains. Smoking out the Queen Power, label me as God body. I'm a player that can coach the team, I feel like I'm Chauncey. Aston Martin in Miami, she think it's a Maserati. Louis shades on in the club, they got my vision cloudy. Baby, I'm the main topic, keep them double R's by. 4 nights in a row, I went restless, cause we been up working every day, it's getting hectic. Always sharpen my sword, I use my tongue as a weapon. Wanna build what the gods can point you to the right direction. Yeah, I'm him in the flesh, palm angels on my chest. I'm the maker and the owner, I can't take no disrespect. It's chrome heart on my sleeve and I got Louis on my belt. Just touched down in D-Mecca, now we sliding in the vet.
Peace. Yeah, that was some flames right there. I liked that one. Peace to the gods. Peace to the gods. Peace to the gods. So, Wise Prince, you still there, man? Peace, God.
Indeed. That was some heat.
What you think about that one? Say that was some heat? Peace, God. Yeah, I liked that one too.
No, I said that was heat.
That was heat. Yeah, no, I heard that. I agree with you. Fire, heat.
Yeah.
Heat right there. So yeah, man, y'all know how we do, man. So I want to just take this opportunity, man, to thank everybody who been tuning in with us, everybody who hopped in on the podcast tonight. Wise Prince, I want to thank you for coming through, man. It's definitely been dope, man. And if you out there, if you tuning in with us on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube, man, to anybody that may listen to this audio, man, if you interested in getting this knowledge, if you want to connect with the gods and the earths, regardless of your geographical location, man, make sure you go to the 5%connection.com, hit the link at the top of the screen, man, or go to that website, go to the link in our bio, hit that, drop your info, man, and we can connect you with them, connect you with the gods, man, and keep it coming, man. Yeah, we definitely, man. I'm with you. I'm with you on that, Christopher, on YouTube, man. We're gonna continue to push the young gods, man. The young gods. Oh yeah, any opportunity we can, God, do add on with the gods, man. We're gonna bring it. And we actually got one more track that the gods had on here that we wanted to rock, man. So if y'all down with one more song, one more track from the Law Unit, man, before we get up out of here, I want to drop that one. And then, after that, y'all let us know what y'all think. Let us know what y'all think about this one. So this is going to be the last track for the musical segment. And then we're going to start breaking it all down to get on up out of here.
So bring it down, Selector.
Yeah, we on it. We on it.
The NBA playoffs are here. And the best way to get a piece of all...
We on them. We on them. We on them. We on them. Yeah, guys, so I'm bringing the God up right now. Hold on, let me get this. Peace to the God. Yo, peace, everybody. So, yeah, last track from the Law Unit, man. God Real, TK Law, the God's getting money, man. Right and exact. Peace, baby.
Yeah. What you got, know you with me? Welcome to the real world. Yeah. We the real niggas, yeah, the ones that's gon' pop out. Speaking on my name, I don't know what these niggas talking about. You ain't talking about no paper, ain't nothing me to talk about. Baby girl, girl, she say she love me, she just poured her heart out. 200 on the dash, waiting for this bitch to clock out. I'ma pull a rollie out the window with the top down. This was at the crib, yeah, I got them bitches stop out. We gon' keep this paper in the family like the Rothschild. Tommy, he remain real, gotta keep that shit 100. Put me on any block in the hood, nigga, I'ma run it. Nigga say that he a killer, I don't think he got the stuff. Money counter keep going out, fuck it, I'ma thump it. On my line, they talking money, I'ma drop it to Kentucky. Niggas hate me, bitches love me, get a chance if she look. AP first and in the pack, 40 racks inside a cap. Got it on me out of traffic, got juice 40 automatic. My herb, yeah, she the bad. Brand new whip, try not to crash. It's a bag, I'ma cash it. I don't talk, I make it happen. Brody open, I'ma pass. Made some paper, then I stash. Crop shopping, it's in the bag. Rack for rack, let's see what happens. White boys, yeah, VV the glass. Hop in the lamb and keep the ass. Jump out of that, jump in the cash. Play with the guy, jump in the cash. Brand new watch with the new baguettes. Nigga, I'm in the back with the jewel at. These souliers we rule at. Stash sliding the whip with a toolie at. New rack stuff for the cool at. Seeing my face, get used to that. Niggas fake, I ain't gonna do with that. This some real shit, I'm true to that. Nigga don't fuck with the alphabets. Talk code with some ring alphabets. I put a nigga in the ambulance. I slide down like an avalanche. Nigga ain't real, I ain't snapping that. I post up where you trapping that. Big body coupe, I'm stabbing that. I go to build where it's savage at. Paper on the floor, I'm like, talk to me. Baby girl on me, I wanna talk to her. Went to the mall and I bought Gucci. Got a new nigga on fuck girl. I'm bigger right on Marlboro. I'm sitting working cardboard. You selling around, not time for it. Fucking around, no time for it. Shit that I got, I ain't signed for it. Pack of the door, I ain't signed for it. I made the road and 9 for it. Block got hot like the hot boys. Everything I got paid top dollar. I'm bite down like a rock waller. I'm the top dog like Don Gotti. I don't pop pills, I pop collars. I bust moves and bust shoppers. I break bread and count commas. Prezi on like Obama. I make paper with no problem. We the real niggas, yeah, the ones that's gon' pop out. Speaking on my name, I don't know what these niggas talking about. You ain't talking about no paper, ain't nothing me to talk about. Baby girl, she say she love me, she just poured her heart out. 200 on the dash, waiting for this bitch to clock out. I'ma pull a rollie out the window with the top down. This was at the crib, yeah, I got them bitches stop out. We gon' keep this paper in the family like the Rothschild. Tommy, he remain real, gotta keep that shit 100. Put me on any block in the hood, nigga, I'ma run it. Nigga say that he a killer, I don't think he got the stunt. Money counter keep going out, fuck it, I'ma thumb it. Thumb that shit up.
Master, Cypher,
Born.
Peace. Y'all liked that one.
More fire.
The guys coming with the fire.
Your shipping manager.
I'm telling you,
the law unit.
The law unit. Why is Prince, you still there?
Y'all know that law unit. That's the AU. You know that AU in the periodic table.
I like that.
You know that AU in the periodic table. That's gold.
I know that's right. Peace, God.
That's that promised gold right there. You know what I'm saying? The law unit.
Big jewel.
Peace to the
like
God.
That. Peace to the gods, man. So yeah, make sure y'all show the God real some love, man. TK Law, y'all make sure y'all watch out for the God. The God is doing some big things. I like the sound that he got. I think the God really got, one of those vibes and one of those builds where he's able to kind of connect with the vibe that the youth is on. So I think that's definitely dope, man. I think it's dope and it's real to highlight that and to bring that to the forefront and bring that amongst the people, man, and to our viewing audience, man. So thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all show God real some love. And look,
I love how
make sure that link is in the YouTube description.
I love how the God had that Detroit flavor too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He got a classic Detroit flow. Classic Detroit flavor with his with his whole thing. And, like the God said, the God can capture the youth. You know what I'm saying? The God is right there. He's up and coming, He's next on the list. Word is bomb.
No, I agree with you on that. And I think the God has a nice sound.
Mm-hmm.
I think what he's coming with is the sound for it. And I think, man, it's live, guys. So like I said, if anybody who wanna get those links to those videos, man, make sure that you following us on YouTube and on Facebook. The link to the description. The link is gonna be in the description on our YouTube video. Make sure that you go in there and show the God some love. You know what I'm saying? If you want to follow the video or hit him, God said volume. See, somebody said volume. And Knowledge God on YouTube, man. I'm not really. I see you. I see what you all, man. But we ain't even here on the negativity, man. You know what I'm saying? We building right now. We with this a positive. We talking about the subject, man. So if you ain't got something to add on about the subject or a question or add on or a statement to that, man, to the positive thing that we building on, man, you honestly can keep it, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Word is bond. You know what I'm saying? This ain't. If y'all want, if you want to vent, man, if you want to just hear somebody address everything that you're trying to say, man, you might be on the wrong podcast, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, it's like, you know.
You might be in the wrong place, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I see what you was about to say, God.
I'm just saying, you ain't got to go home, but you can get the hell out of here.
I'm telling you.
You know. Other than that, I want to say peace to everybody. You know, we about to end this off. You know, so we gonna keep going.
Oh yeah, God. Any closing statements, closing things you want to leave the people with?
As always, it's, you know, universal peace to everybody. You know, peace, love, and blessings. You know, as always, I want everybody to make sure that you wake up tomorrow and strive to be the best version of yourself. You know, because ain't nobody better than the person that they used to be. You know what I'm saying? The only person you better than is the person that you used to be. You know, and we always gonna make sure that we strive to be the best versions of ourselves. You know, give it up like that. You know, I think that, you know, we gonna have the God, you know, come
God,
and give, you know, some peace.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
hell yeah, of course, God. He was up next. God, Wise Prince, we ain't forgot about you. We
No,
know
no,
you.
no. I know we letting God through. You know what I'm saying? I know the God Bahu want to come
Bahu,
through.
we about to close it out, God. You want to throw something in there?
Go ahead, God. Just say peace, God.
Come on,
y'all
God.
heard that? You God said peace. You know, come on, God. Peace, God.
Peace.
Wise Prince, come on, you up, God. What you about to say?
Peace.
Just in closing
Just
out.
want to say, you know, peace to the gods, peace to the earth, peace to all the civilized people around the universe. You know, go check my page out, Wise Prince Allah, on YouTube. You know, so go check me out. All right, peace.
Peace, God. Peace, God. And yeah, like the guy said, y'all make sure y'all check out. You know, we want to, not only do we want to bring the content to you, man, and I'm going to make sure I put a link to Wise Prince's page in the YouTube description so you can check the God out. It'll be there on Facebook. If you on Instagram, y'all know we're going to have the replay for you. Just make sure you get with us on YouTube. And on that, man, y'all know how we do, man. Make sure y'all here every Tuesday and every Friday, you know, and that's the other thing too. I see, you know, we every Tuesday and every Friday. Make sure you in here with us, 10 p.m. And we gonna come with it all the way live, man. Make sure you here. Make sure you got your pens and paper ready, man. As well as if you interested in the knowledge, if you interested in getting connected with the guys or learning and walking and talking this knowledge, man, and getting off Facebook, getting off YouTube, and coming walking with those right and exact, man. Then make sure you hit the link, man. You know what I mean? Make sure you hit the link, and we can get you with those individuals in your city, in your place, man, with the true and living, and get y'all right and exact, man. So with that.